Hey you! If you're a nerd like me, you're bound to get most of the questions on this quiz correctly. Don't disappoint me, I know you'll do great. Grab something you can keep track of your score with, and let's do this!
How many 2s appear between 1 and 100? A. 10 B. 20 C. 12 D. 11 The correct answer is 20. If your answer was right, kudos to you. But if it was incorrect, then you might have forgotten about the 2s in 21, 22, 23. I'm sure you got it. Take a look at this sequence. What number comes next? A. 44 B. 16 C. 56 D. 64
Did you say letter A? Then you got it right.
In this sequence, each number is greater than the previous one. It means that the number you're looking for also needs to be greater than 32. So the sequence goes like this. What is a quarter of 2/3 of 9,000? A. 2,000 B. 3,000 C. 1,500 D. 1,000
Yikes! This one almost fried my brain out. Did you say C?
Question 5. What number should come next in this sequence? A. 7 B. 18 C. 27 D. 26 So the correct answer is D. Take a look at the first, third, fifth, and seventh numbers first. They decreased by 1. On the other hand, the second, fourth, and sixth numbers increased by 1. The number you're looking for belongs to the second group, since it's going to be the 8th number. And what comes after 25? 26. So the correct answer is D. Which word is the odd one? A. Index B. Glossary C. Book D. Chapter
Did you say C?
The word book is the different one because the rest of the words are all part of a book.
This may sound insane, but cope with me.
If thing turns into night, what does 75120 turn into? A. 21057 B. 51270 C. 17052 D. 70521 So the correct answer is A. To solve this riddle, you need to figure out the relationship between the word thing and the number 75120. Once you do that, you'll realize that a particular letter corresponds to a certain number. So T is connected with 7, H with 5, I with 1, N with 2, and G with 0. Now, arrange these numbers according to the order of the letters in the word night. You'll get 21057, so the correct answer is A. Which word would be the third if you put them in alphabetical order? A. Thread B. Thrice C. Thrill D. Thrive The correct answer is C.
Did you get that? If you had to guess, what would you say the sun is? A. A satellite B. A star C. A planet D. An asteroid Did you say star? Then you got it right. Of course, the sun is the biggest star in our galaxy.
A dress and a belt cost $830 in total. The dress is $720 more expensive than the belt. How much does the dress cost? A. 775, B. 740, C. 360, D. 715. The correct answer is A.
Please get someone else to explain this math to you if you didn't get it right. Let's keep going. You're doing great.
How old is planet Earth estimated to be? A. 4,500 years old, B. 4.5 million years old, C. 450 million years old, D. 4.5 billion years old.
It was almost letter B, but the correct one is D.
Way to go if you answered 4.5 billion years old, give or take 50 million years. I mean, that's a hard one to calculate.
What number is the next in this sequence? A. 22, B. 17, C. 21, D. 19. The correct answer is C.
Did you understand the pattern?
Each number is the sum of the two numbers that comes before. When you add 8 to 13, you get 21. So the correct answer is C.
What is the name of the nearest star to Earth other than our Sun? A. Alpha Centauri, B. Proxima Centauri, C. Betelgeuse, D. Polaris.
First, we established that the Sun is a star, and it's the nearest star we have to planet Earth. So the next big thing is the Proxima Centauri.
It's located 4.2 light-years from Earth, and it's a red dwarf, with a mass of around 12.5% that of our Sun.
Which word is the odd one? A. Sadness, B. Fondness, C. Happiness, D. Hope. The correct answer is sadness, since it's considered to be a negative emotion, while the rest of them are positive feelings. Kate, Joanna, and Natalie are three sisters. If the following statements are all true, which of them is the youngest? Kate is the oldest. Natalie is not the oldest. Joanna is not the youngest. A. Joanna, B. Kate, C. Natalie, D. Both Joanna and Natalie. The answer is Natalie. Here are two statements. Some men are kings. All kings have golden crowns. And here are two conclusions. All men have golden crowns. All kings are men. Which of the following is the correct answer? A. Only conclusion 1. B. Only conclusion 2. C. Either 1 or 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. E. Both 1 and 2. The correct answer is D.
This made my head hurt a little.
What is the name of the bright band of stars that forms a circle around the celestial sphere and is visible from Earth? A. The Zodiac, B. The Milky Way, C. The Great Bear, Ursa Major, D. The Orion Belt. It's the Milky Way. If you've ever stared at the sky on a clear night, you know what we're talking about. Earth is located in the Milky Way. Scientists believe that there are over 100 billion stars in the Milky Way. That's probably why it shines so bright.
What number comes next in the sequence? A. 47, B. 594, C. 374, D. 35.
Did you say B?
In this sequence, a 2-digit number is followed by a 3-digit one, and vice versa. So, the number you're looking for has to consist of 3 digits, as the one that comes before is a 2-digit number, and the formula for this sequence of numbers looks like this. So what you have to do is multiply 54 by 11. That makes B the correct answer.
What is the largest planet in our solar system? A. Earth, B. Jupiter, C. Saturn, D. Neptune.
Did you say B?
By far, the largest planet in our system is Jupiter. FYI, Jupiter's mass is more than 300 times the mass of Earth. That's simply huge.
Still on the topic of space.
Who was the first human to set foot on the moon? A. Neil Armstrong, B. Buzz Aldrin, C. Joseph Acaba, D. John Glenn. It was Neil Armstrong. To quote him, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." In what year did Neil Armstrong become the first man to set foot on the moon? A. 1869, B. 1920, C. 1969, D. 2005. It was July 20th, 1969. Armstrong was accompanied by another astronaut named Buzz Aldrin. They were both on the famous Apollo 11 mission and got to walk around for about 3 hours. Which planet is closest to the Sun? A. Mercury, B. Venus, C. Mars, D. Earth. Wow, I have to say, I think you should apply for a spot at NASA. The correct answer is Mercury, of course.
Since these questions are so much fun, please tell me.
Which planet is closest to Earth? A. Mercury, B. Venus, C. Mars, D. Saturn. Although a lot of people think it's Venus, keen physicists have calculated that it's actually Mercury that holds the spot as Earth's closest neighbor. What is it called when the moon blocks our view of the sun? A. Black hole, B. Solar eclipse, C. Lunar eclipse, D. Equinox. It's option B. Well, it's definitely not a black hole. If the moon blocks our view of the sun, we call it a solar eclipse. And when the moon passes through Earth's shadow, then it's a lunar eclipse. What is the most distant object in the universe that astronomers have discovered? A. A star called Proxima Centauri, B. A black hole, C. A galaxy called HD 1, D. The International Space Station. Can you imagine how far away is 13.5 billion light-years? That's how far the galaxy HD 1 is located. It only existed about 330 million years after the Big Bang. Yikes. So, how much time does it take sunlight to reach Earth? A. 8.20 seconds, B. 8 minutes and 20 seconds, C. 8 hours and 20 minutes, D. 8 days and 20 hours. If you guessed 8 minutes and 20 seconds, then you've got it right. It's crazy to think that the Sun is 93 million miles away, but it only takes 8 minutes for its light to get to our planet, huh? Which Guinness World Record title does astronaut Peggy Whitson hold? A. most spacewalks by a female, B. first person on the moon in the 2000s, C. oldest person in space, D. the youngest person to go to space. Peggy is a legend in the astronaut world because she's gathered the most spacewalks for a female. A spacewalk is when an astronaut has to leave the spaceship to do some repair or exploration outside. They only let you do it after a lot of training though, so way to go, Peggy! What do astronauts use to write in outer space? A. a special pen, B. a pencil, C. their computers, D. they don't really write in space. You know what they say, less is more. Normal pens don't really work in space due to the lack of gravity, so astronauts need a special one in order to write. Planet Earth has liquid water because it's located in a special spot in the solar system. What's that spot called? A. the high heat zone, B. the Sandberg line, C. the Goldilocks zone, D. the asteroid belt. And you've got it just right if you answered option C. The Goldilocks zone is also known as the habitable zone. A celestial body has to be located at the exact right distance from its star to have water in its liquid form. I guess this means Earth is pretty lucky. Now, what do we call it when a star goes kaboom, becoming extremely bright for a brief period of time? A. supernova, B. nebula, C. black hole, D. galaxy. It's a supernova, of course. Do you know the name of the space telescope launched by NASA in 1990, which has provided many iconic images of the universe? A. Kepler Space Telescope, B. James Webb Telescope, C. Chandra X-ray Observatory, D. Hubble Space Telescope. It's our very own Hubble telescope. And yes, the images look like works of art. We've settled who the first humans to step on the moon were, but what was the name of the lunar module that carried them during the Apollo 11 mission? A. Eagle, B. Orion, C. Saturn, D. Discovery. If you answered option A, then you rock. Their lunar module spacecraft was nicknamed Eagle. By the way, the command module left to orbit the moon until Eagle returned was called Columbia. Which space probe was launched by NASA in 1977 and has since become the farthest human-made object from Earth? A. Voyager, B. Pioneer, C. New Horizons, D. Cassini. And the correct answer is option A. The probe was called Voyager 1, and it went all the way over to meet Jupiter. So, what's the name of the space mission that successfully landed the Curiosity rover on Mars in 2012? A. Mars Odyssey, B. Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, C. Mars Science Laboratory, D. Mars Insight. If you chose option C, you're my hero. The Curiosity rover is the predecessor of Perseverance, nicknamed Percy, the rover that's currently over there exploring any signs of life on the Red Planet.